Hi, welcome back to Adventures with the Hudsons. I'm Beth.
And I'm Jim.
Guess what I did when Jim was at work on Thursday?
She bought 2 storage units without me for online.
I about bought the third, and he said,
"Why didn't you?"
I'm like, oh my gosh. So we've got the 2 storage units, but the unit number 2 that I purchased, I really profiled it. And I was looking at an item that was hidden behind a 2x4 that they were really taking care of it. So what did I find, Jim?
She found a picture of the old Brown Stadium. I did look that up.
Okay, well, I didn't know that was there, but there's something else I knew was there.
She found fishing poles. She found some decent fishing poles.
Well, I found a fishing pole that's probably worth $100, so we paid for the unit. So I did profile it and saw that, and I thought, I can't go wrong. But we did find a lot of clothes that we donated. We gave it to a charity that they then can give these clothes to others. So we want to ask you to please subscribe to our channel.
Hit the like button. Hit the notification so you can get notifications when we put out the new videos.
So share, like, subscribe, and click on the notification so that every time we put one out, you'll get a notice that there's a new one. And we appreciate all of you that have subscribed.
And watch to the end of the video because there is an announcement in the middle of the video.
Yes, there is. You've got to watch because he's given a challenge. So help us get to 1,000. We need 1,000 subscribers. Catch it in the video and let us know what you think about what he's gonna do. I'm in Jamestown, Ohio, which is east of the Dayton area. It probably took me about 40 minutes to get here, but I bought this storage unit online this morning and no one bid on it, so I gave it a chance at $10. So by the time the fees were paid for the online auction, I have $12 in this. So I haven't touched a thing in here. Got my gloves in my hand, ready to kind of look and see what we have. I'm gonna put what I can in my small SUV to help out, but Jim will have to come back with the truck to help me on Saturday morning get the rest of this out because I just can't do it all on my own. So we'll let you know what treasures we find here, and this is unit number 82. Again, I paid $12 for this after the fees online, and we'll let you know what we find in here, and we'll hope to do some unboxing and tape all that once I get this home. Well, I'm still working on unit number 82. I have the futon back there, which is pretty dirty, but maybe some scrubbing with a hose. Maybe someone could use that as a spare bed. And there is the changing table. There's an ottoman. It's pretty gross, so it's probably gonna go get donated or probably have to be thrown out. The end tables aren't all that great, and the air conditioner, I don't know about that until Jim sees it on Saturday when we come back. And this gray container is filled with just personal paperwork, so I'll go through that Saturday morning. I don't have room in my little SUV for that today. You know, this is a shame. Here's a Dyson vacuum cleaner, but it's missing the canister, you know, that collects all the dirt. I don't know if that could be replaced or how much that would cost or if it would even be worth it. And I did have a bunch of empty boxes here, so I've got those. I'll leave them here and we'll take them when we have the pickup truck on Saturday. But I did pull something from what I have learned from Jeebus and Amber. I had a bunch of clothes and they stunk to high heaven. So I got on my phone and I looked up donation boxes. I went through all the pockets of everything. I took everything down and I donated it, and I don't have to haul it home. So I'll show you more when we go through all the stuff. And what I'm thinking is going through bags of stuff I have where I'm gonna make my money, and my $12 back are probably the toys. All right, I'm at home and I'm getting ready to clear out the back of my car. Would have done it earlier, but it poured down rain and was really nasty out, thundering and lightning. So right now that has helped the heat. So I want to get my car emptied so I can go maybe back tomorrow and get some out of the second unit, and then I can come home and unload it so we don't have as much to do when Jim gets home from work We'll go back Saturday morning. You won't get home till late Thursday night. Now look at this little scooter. It says, can you see that? Mini mod. Well, right here it has where it can be plugged in. I don't know if we have the charger for it, but it's got the gas pedal, if you see right there where my finger was. So I'm anxious to see if we can get the plug-in for that and if it would work. I did find some plug-ins. I threw them in a box, so as I'm unloading here I should find them, so that's kind of exciting. I need to tell Jim about that when he calls, so hopefully it works. Now here's a bag of toys that I just ripped open, and this is Disney. The tag shows Disney. Sorry, I probably make you dizzy here. I want to flip my camera over and it'll go upside down. You see that, Disney? And it must do something because it's got where a battery pack goes in there. Well, whatever Wiggles is, this is a Wiggles guitar. Look at the handle. It wiggles. So it does take batteries and it needs a good cleaning and sanitizing. So if I can get it cleaning, I'll make sure it works first before I put the time in to clean it. This is a Doc McStuff and it looks like a medical case, but the toys are not in there. But a little cleaning on that and that should come clean, and maybe some little girl would like to play with it. This is a VTech Crazy Legs Learning Bugs, and it does have a pull string that they can pull it. It takes batteries. These come out. I'm not sure what it does. I bet these light up because you can push that area. So this is kind of interesting. I know VTech is a good brand, and we'll just have to check out those batteries and see if it works. Well, I tell you what, the humidity is coming back from the rain now, but I did find a couple dolls. I'm going to try to get things out and show them to you as quick as I can. I'm just dripping. I don't know what this doll is, but they're both pretty, you know, I guess you would say they're pretty tall for a doll. Now this little thing, Biggest Littlest Pet Shop, and it opens up. There's no accessories to go with it, so I don't know much about it, other than it needs a bath. Everything I found needs a bath. And I don't see it saying a name brand, so I was wondering if it was Fisher Price, but I'm not seeing anything. I don't see anything on the back either. So I'll have to research that. Found a little Fisher Price car. Okay, when you push it, little bubbles pop. There's a Minion toy. That's probably a McDonald's toy. Now this does say a Little People. Do you see the Little People? And I found a small rubber ducky, little small bucket, a little frozen tin container, Hello Kitty book. The book has got some rips on it. There is a, looks like it's a John Deere. Yep, it even has John Deere emblem on the front. Now here I did find a play stethoscope. About the John Deere about went bye-bye. The play stethoscope could go with that Doc McStuffin medical kit, so I'll put that in there. Now here's something that's still in the back of the truck. It's a little cube. See if I can hold the camera with, no, I can't do that. So you can do this. Never seen anything like this. At least it wasn't out when my kids were little. But this spins, and again, they can match the characters. And then if you move one, there's one bear, two dots by the frog, 3 dots on the number 3, and so on. So I thought that was kind of cute. So again, it'll need some washing up, and between the wipes and good old magic erasers, things will come clean. That was all I could do to get this suitcase in the car. I do know what's in it, and we'll open it up and we'll look at it. But that is a really old vintage suitcase. And then, I guess you would call this a makeup bag. And it too is filled. Let me get those open and I'll show you what I found. Well, here's what I found. I found this travel bag for your bathroom is filled with 45s. Now, I also found this paperwork. It was shoved into here. Now, if you look at this, see where it shows the numbers on those tabs? And it gives numbers. I don't, just on this side. Oh, here's some too. But then, this was written, someone's hand wrote this with the numbers and then the name of the song. So my guess is they were in a jukebox. So I don't know. I don't know if this is worth anything. I'll be honest with you, it is very musty smelling. That's why everything is done outside. We take nothing into our home until we can get an area to really sort. Between being outside the garage and the trailer, that's where everything stays. Now this is filled with albums and 45s. I'm not finding any 33s that I know of. Those are all 45s. There's the Carpenters. Do you remember Tony, Orlando, and Don? That's showing some age, isn't it? Roy Orbison. Captain and Tennille's right there. It's got someone's name written on it. I have no idea. These don't have the sleeves for them. A lot of the albums do not have the album covers. There's George and Tammy Wynette. So I really don't know if they're worth anything. There's Merle Haggard. Another Merle Haggard. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to do some research. All right, we're ready to tackle the second unit. This is one of the reasons I bought it. Can you see the fishing poles up there? For our love of fishing and walleye fishing at Lake Erie. But honestly, I like to perch fish better. So, and this is unit 91. We're going to dig through this and just praying to make the money back here. Undo this bag that we just found in the unit. So go ahead, honey. It's probably full of clothes. What do you think?
And that, it's full of art. Don't know what kind of art, but
so someone looks like they painted on canvas.
Yeah. That's neat.
Let me see.
Like a whale there.
Wow. We got an artist in the making. Oh, Little Mermaid. Turn that so we can see it better. The print, someone, I hope that that writing or the scribbling is just on the back piece that the picture is put on.
It's glued on there.
Well, we can cut that. I can cut that. What do we have here?
Beauty and the Beast.
All right, we'll turn it so I can see it straight. Okay, so there's some Disney. Here's some camo.
Oh,
It's a
another
bag.
I'll look at that in a minute.
Okay. Someone's little fleece jacket.
Real tree.
Okay. I don't know if it will clean up.
Yeah, it don't look that bad. Everything in the pockets. It is 100 degrees out. So
Yes, it is. And we might want to put the Little Mermaid in the
back seat.
back seat. Anything in that outside pocket? We're not going to do a whole lot of unboxing here. We'll have to wait till the heat goes down. We're in that heat warning here in Ohio. So This bag was inside of the red one, as you saw. Oh, there's a peekaboo spot.
Oh, it's cooler. Ew. Might be able to clean it up.
Magic Eraser might take care of that, because that is a good brand. What is the brand?
Real Tree.
And is that something you get at like Bass Pro Shop? Do you know?
Bass Pro Shop online, or nice. Be a nice cooler.
Well, you know what? A hose and a Magic Eraser would do wonders to that.
Hang the bed. And we cared for this. Brown Stadium.
Cleveland Browns. Oh my gosh.
I was just by there yesterday.
Yeah, when you came home from Ashtabula?
Yeah.
Well, you had to go up north and then back
Or
south?
the Indians. It was by the Indians.
Wow, look at that. Yes, he's kept it wrapped in cardboard.
That's a good looking picture.
All right,
Everything
we will
looks
put
good.
that in the back seat of the truck. Oh, he's fixing his hair. It's hot out here. You can see my
I'm dripping
glasses
sweat.
my glasses are fogging up. So
Looks
what do
like
we
about
have here, honey?
Looked like about a 12-foot Daiwa rod, beef stick rod, and a Cardiff 400A from Shimano.
I know. What did you tell me that it would be used for in our area to fish?
They probably used it for catfish. It's deep sea pole.
You know, I told
It's
my
good and
husband
heavy.
when I first met him I didn't like catfish until his dad cooked it. Now I love it. Or to the back of the unit, what do you have here in fishing poles, honey?
Yeah, a couple of cheap ones, kind of no Zipco here. A couple of inexpensive reels. Got a brand new Zipco 202 that never been used. And it's purple. Color my hair when I hit 1,000.
Hey, tell him what you told me. What are you going to do when we hit 1,000 subscribers?
We
Come
hit
on.
1,000 subscribers, I will dye my hair purple.
His favorite color is purple, and we will talk to our daughter-in-law, who is a beautician, and we will have her do it professionally. While we're out in this hot heat, so what we've done is we've set up in the shade and brought a fan out, and we're just going to unbox stuff, put it on the table, and then share it with you. So we found some toys, and they do need a little wiping and cleaning. You know what's funny that you're going to see in an earlier version of the first unit I got it at Jamestown, Ohio? Look. Someone wants me to have a new vehicle. I've gotten 2 sets of keys now. So we got some headphones, a semi-truck that has a dump truck on it, and a little toy that Jim thought this was an old toy, and I don't know much about it. I'm not seeing any markings on the bottom, so he's trying to look that up on his phone. You push the button. It goes in circles. Isn't that cute? So this is a little Fisher-Price elephant, and when you push it, some little balls come up in his snout. So then we got a little puppy, and we found some yarn, and you know, yarn's not cheap, and this is pretty good. It just needs a little wiping off. Got a little dust on it. Found some electronics. We have these 3 are MP3 players. I did have my gloves on earlier, and I just took them off because it is very hot, and we've gone through this much. But again, I'll put them back on when we start digging through boxes. There's 2 memory cards here. We have found 3 phones so far. There's a charger, and then these are your adapters for charging, one for the car and one with an outlet. Some lead, a little bit of makeup. This looks like it's for a telephone. I don't know, or maybe it's a modem. I have no idea. I don't know if it's from a company or if they purchased that themselves. He thinks probably Spectrum, because look, there's a Spectrum remote. Now, we did find this tablet, and it was all taped shut. It says a 7-inch quad-core tablet, Android, 16 gigabyte storage, HD video player, and it has a micro SD card slot. Well, it's got a little crack on it. I don't know. Yeah, you should be able to see that. It does come with a case, and then I have the charger, looks like the instructions, and a headset. So we'll have to see if it works and see if that little bit of crack on the screen will cause it any issues. Now this guitar evidently is for the Wii. It needs a good bath. And I asked about this hole here, and Jim says, well, that's where your controller goes. I had to think about that. So I found a tote bag. So maybe someone would give $0.25 for that. Got some cords here. Now this one does say Nintendo on it. So that is a Nintendo cord, so we'll keep that. This looks like a long phone cord or some kind of universal charging cord. So that's my towel because it's hot out here. Found a little tote bag from Dayton's Children Medical Center. And then this, we've been finding some pennies, so I've been filling this with the pennies that we've been finding. So and this is some kind of makeup and Baby Magic. It's a brand new lotion bottle. So it's what we found so far. Well, we got another table full here, and they were Cleveland Browns fans, and my sons would say, hey to the Cleveland Browns, and they're diehards. So look, I've got little kids 18 months jersey. Can't read the size on this one. It's a little bigger. Then you go to a 14-16, an 18-20, a medium, which is a 12-14, and then this is an adult t-shirt, number 80, and I don't know my players. Kellen Winslow, Cleveland Browns. There's a Cleveland Browns hoodie. Then I have a Batman blanket laying here. I have a Ninja Turtle and a Doc McStuffin pillowcase, which I will wash. And then we kept this little Team Realtree camo hat, a ball hat. I'll put that through the dishwasher and wash it. And this Minnie Mouse is a robe, so we'll wash that for one of the granddaughters. Now, I told Jim that I couldn't put this anywhere close to the Browns because I didn't want them to fight. So here's a Steelers shirt, which is a shirt with a hood on it. So we kept it because it was Steelers and it was sports. Now, he has found some fishing containers with lures in it, and hooks and supplies and bobbers. And then he's found 3 things of Zebco fishing line. We've got a ruler, a tote bag back here, and we have found another phone. Does that make it 4 or 5? Have you kept count?
I haven't kept count.
Okay. Here's a Nintendo Wii controller, and it is missing the back. Normally I wouldn't save a curling iron, but this Conair looks really clean. And then we have a glue gun. He just put a fishing reel up here, a tiger. And someone would have fun with this. It's a little chalkboard. Oh, and a Wilson baseball mitt for a girl. It's purple. And then we found all these books. Now I'm going to try to clean and put Pikachu through the wash machine because I know that Pokemon is really popular. And we do have a scooter here that it's seen its better days, but you know what? Some little girl will still have some fun with it. And then he found some tools here. You want to tell me what? I know this is a funnel, but
It's a 4-way lug wrench, breaker bar, 1/2-inch breaker bar. You know what the rest of it is? Well, this is for putting Freon in an air conditioner. Found
a knife, and I know the funnels and an extension cord, and then there is that a HDMI cord. So this is what we found in all of our unboxing to this point. Well, we're getting there. Probably after this we have one more batch of stuff to show you. We saw these signs. Well, you know, I saw it was red. I thought it was Ohio State. Reserve parking for Tony Stewart fans, the number 14. Jim, isn't that Haas Stewart Racing now?
Well,
Harvick?
Stewart.
Haas Racing. We're a Harvick fan.
Stewart Haas.
Another reserved for Tony Stewart fan when he drove the number 20. Was his last car he drove the 14?
No, he drove the 20
Oh, Jim told me he drove the 20 last. So we've got a Tony Stewart 14 and a 20.
He is far under on that.
Metal signs. We found a little playpen for babies. It needs a little washing, but it's really cute. I figured it was broken, and Jim had to show me how you set it up. We have a Minnie Mouse book bag, and that looks pretty clean. Now this is a DP&L light bulb. DP&L is our electric company. I had no idea they sold light bulbs. We have a Minions tote bag and a Wii Super Mario Brother game. Now the game is in here, but not the instructions. But I don't think to play that you need the instructions. Now this is something interesting. We have found pictures, and that is the Bangles, and it has a signature on it. Ooh, someone's outside playing. Here's another Go Bangles, and again it has an autograph. Help me out here, guys. Is that the Jets? It's green. Not real good with that. I can tell you the Bengals and Browns, but here's another picture with the signature. And I noticed that they put their jersey number, which is 91, and this one put the number 3, but I don't see where this one put the jersey number. So we found another tiny little tablet. It's probably about a 7-inch or 6-inch. I'm not sure. We'll have to see if it works and find a cable to charge it up. Another little toy to put shapes in, but I don't think that we found any of the shapes to go with it. We have a whole stack of coloring books, a stack of reading books. This is a nice book. It's Make Way for Ducklings, and that is a nice reading book. And then we have some learning books, your numbers and your grade K reading readiness and K-12 world, and some other little books here. We have Palace Invitation, Disney, and You Are My Sunshine. Now this is a folder that says K-12. I don't know if it's someone was going to homeschool, because there's a teacher's guide and there's books for the child, and none of this stuff is written in. So again, there's a student guide for K-12, and the one underneath it is the same thing, a student guide. So not real sure about that. Now look at the little tie. Isn't that cute? I just had to keep it. We don't have any that small to wear one like that. Now we did find a Bible in the storage unit, and we've never put them out for sale yet, but they say Bibles sell really good. I think the box I had didn't make it out to the last flea market we went to because we had so much out. And these are little pamphlet books on phonics, and they all basic readers, and they go from 1 to, it goes up to number 7. It goes up to 7. Earlier I showed you yarn. Someone must have been making a blanket, because it's pink, blue, and gray. And these look like they're making squares, and then they would put it all together. I don't know if they're crocheting or if they're knitting. My guess is crochet, but I haven't opened it and looked inside. So what'd you find here, honey? A Fantastic Four Marvels is this a video? It's a movie. And he found more fishing line. And this is a fishing tackle box. It's double-sided. There's nothing in that side. Is there anything in the other side?
Hooks and bobbers.
He said there's hooks and bobbers in the other side, but this is a really nice fishing tackle box for those anglers out there that like to fish, so you can see there's stuff in there. So I don't think we have a tackle box like that. That's pretty nice. This is it. Oh my gosh, I looked at my watch because I'm like, why do I feel like I'm getting bit? Well, the mosquitoes are out. It's 8:30 at night. So we have a pair of shoes here. I don't even know how to say that. Eaton Enna Egner, I don't know. They're a pair of pumps. I don't know what size, but I did find another shoe that was only one shoe. It was a 7, so it might be close to a 7. This is a little book bag. Kind of cute. But you got all kinds of pockets on the outside. And then we have this purse here. I don't know what brand it is. So I have no idea what brand that is. Then we have another little baby doll, and I picked her up. Listen, she cries. Isn't that cute? Little tote bag with the letter R on it, so someone with the first name of R would love that. And I wasn't really sure what this was. And the outside pocket's for a cell phone, and then it's your wallet, so that you have a wallet and cell phone holder all in one, that if you don't want to carry a big purse. And this is a little terry cloth tote bag, book bag, yeah, for a little girl. So I'm going to put that in the wash machine. That will wash real nice. And then this is a play microphone with push buttons. And I don't know what kind of watch this is. It's not an Apple Watch. I don't know if it's anything to do with Fitbit, so I need to check that out. And then again, we got more stuffed animals. I don't even know if stuffed animals will sell, so if not, maybe we can find someone to donate them to, that kids that just don't have a whole lot. Found a couple more Barbies. And who is the red guy? Is that a Super Marvel character? Now Jim just brought me up a Canon CD. I bet that's to set up a printer. Then we got the Bernstein's Bears Halloween treat, so I bet that's a cartoon. And then I don't know that that price tag's right, but this is a PlayStation game for Family Feud. Got this little Old Navy football that someone has written on with a marker, it looks like. Now this looks like a beach chair. You know, it needs some cleaning, but it folds up just like any of the other folding chairs you would get. And then we've got a little smiley face book bag. Then I've got one more thing. There is a camo car seat. So that completes my online auctions and all this stuff that we got. Now it's time to box it up and get inside and away from the mosquitoes.